Mm-mm. Yep, that's correct. Is it? I sure hope so. Hi guys. Right now I want to tell you about the struggles that I'm facing and how far my journey of 1 month into the preparation has been. To put it into context, when I say I'm struggling, you can best believe that things are happening. I'm quite I'm quite proud of myself, sure, of the syllabus that I've completed and the chapters that I've done, the chapters that I'm confident about, sure, but it is still not the pace that I should be going at ideally according to the plan, and it is still not the pace that is enough for me to get what I want. I will get into it, I will sort it out. The reason why I had slow pace is because I had taken a break from learning for 3 years straight. Do not get me wrong. Let me specify. Break from 3 years, not because I was not reading at all. That's not true at all. I was learning and I was reading, but that was necessarily passive learning. When I was reading every book that I was reading, when I was interested in astronomy, or I was interested in dinosaurs, or I was reading any fiction or literally any book, it was passive read. I read the book for what it was worth, and I gained the knowledge that I wanted to gain. But I did not have to explain that knowledge to nobody, and I did not have to write an exam for that knowledge. I read a book, I gained the knowledge that it was trying to give, and it was mine to keep. Right now, when I'm learning more about physics, chemistry, and biology, this is the information that I have to retain in my mind, which is proving to be very difficult because I have not done that for the past 3 years now, which is very difficult to come to terms to because passive learning and active learning are so different from each other, especially over here, because if I'm learning a subject I have to remember word for word because that is what is important and I cannot afford to forget. So I'm struggling with that and I'm coming to terms with it. Personally, it is difficult for me to come to terms with it because when I read things, I'm quite an avid reader. So when I read something, it is very easy for me to grasp the context of the book or the topic or what the author is trying to say essentially. But for me, not being able to put it out on the paper, on the exams that I take, the mocks that I take, and do silly mistakes, or sometimes even not be able to think about how to proceed about a question, it is very difficult. And I take a hit every time. Like me as a person, as an individual, I take a hit. So that is the one thing that I have noticed in 1 month into my preparation. I've also noticed that. Okay, so here I'll give you some context. When you do not have anybody to test your hobby seems more interesting to you and you want to advance in it, correct? Similarly, when there was nobody out there to test me for what I was learning, it was easier to perform. Not that I'm saying I'm having performance anxiety, no, because I'm not having it. I'm still taking mocks and I am very eager to take every mock that I'm taking. But then again, right now there's this aspect of speculation and testing my knowledge, which is very different from the fact of just gaining knowledge. Right now, I have to learn it word to word, and I'm still learning how to sit and read it and then spit it out the way it is. Which brings me to the next point. I have taken this first month to necessarily teach myself how to sit for longer periods of time and to do it consistently. And I can proudly say that I can actually sit for hours on the end right now and study the same thing over and over again until I master it. It feels good to master a topic, not gonna lie, but the struggle is a lot. I mean, the amount of work that I put into a chapter is impeccable. And it's quite honestly, it is astonishing as well, because I never thought that I'd have to put that many hours into a very simple topic. Because here's the thing, right? When you learn a topic, it seems very easy, and then you're like, how come I could not see this? How come I could not approach this topic this way? And then it's weird. That is what I'm trying to say. But I've come to terms with it. The second month of my preparation has started. It started on 15th December. Uh, this will definitely be better than the first month. Definitely. I'm so sure, because now I've learned how to sit down. I've learned how to graph my mistakes. I've learned how to table my marks. I've learned how to actually write my notes. I've learned it, right? And I am I'm hoping for the best for the second month, and I cannot afford to do the mistake. Am I confident that I'll still be able to do it? Hell yeah, I am. Yes, I am. But I still wanted to keep it very honest, very candid with you all, because that is the reason why I started it. And there is no shame in telling you all that I am, in fact, struggling to come to the terms with the fact that it's difficult. Really, that's it. Yeah, but I won't stop. You can best believe. I'm working, putting in the work that I need, and yeah, we do it one step at a time. I have to remind myself often. I've come to realize that I often have to be delusional about this stuff. Sometimes I have to believe in myself to such an extent that I look delusional and a little high to the other person. I've come to realize that it works in my favor. So there's that. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. So yeah, yes, that's the update of the first month. That's my problem, and I wish you all the best. If you have any problem, please know that you're not the only one who's having problems. Me and so many others like me are also having problems. So yeah, keep your head high and keep your chin down and keep working. All the best.